It actually treats about 1% of the population like humans, and the rest of us like tools for those superhumans. You don't have any money, your bank account's low? I know where the money is. Jeff Bezos has it, the Waltons have it.
And they took it from us, right?
They took it from us.
We're just getting our money back.
Yeah, your work made that money. You deserve that money. That's your money. The 1% has never decided to do the right thing. That's why we have to take power and just spread it out among the 100% of people that exist.
I mean, I tell you what, even the jobs that paid me nothing, like when I was first learning them, it was like, all right, I can do this. You just need somebody to get the plates and make them go from here to here. I can be the master of that. I was really into that, and I can do that. But after a while, it's like, you guys treat me like shit, and I get the plates from here to here every fucking time, and you talk down to me and shit. What's going on?
Jesus,
you're counting my lunches. Like, you're looking at what I'm eating. You're like figuring out when I'm going out to smoke. Like, all of a sudden, you're in my shit. But all you said you wanted from me was the plates to go from here to here, and I'm getting the plates from here to here.
God, that was the most accurate representation of how I feel when I get a job. At first, I'm helpless. I'm a little baby. I'm sucking off the tea to the manager to tell me what I need to do. You know, I don't want to, my wings aren't fully formed yet. And then once I learn what I'm doing, I'm like, you know, y'all could treat me a lot better for this. I deserve a lot more for this.
Wow, this is some bullshit right here. Now that you kicked me out of the nest and I'm flying through the sky and trying to flap my wings here, I don't think you're giving me enough.
I don't like this.
You didn't set me up right.
How many times have you gone into work and then looked at your boss and said, what are they doing? You ever think about the levels at a job, Brett? Of course, the people on the very bottom. What do?
Usually clean.
Yeah, and then there is the people just above them. They're the ones that do the second hardest job at the place, right?
Deal with customers?
Yeah, that sort of thing. And then there's another level above that, and that's the manager that's in the place. Now let's think about what comes after that, right? You might have a guy named like Glenn that comes to your office every 6 months, and you have to lay out the red carpet for Glenn. Think about what the person above Glenn does. Jerry is the person above Glenn, right?
Okay.
His job is basically going to lunch, right?
Yeah, powerful meetings, shaking hands real hard.
We're gonna go up to the CEO now. The people that sit around a table and who knows what they're doing? Nobody knows what they talk about.
Playing cards.
What connection does that person have to what you do and what the customer gets? It just seems like you could really chop like 5 or 6 levels off of any job and the company would still run perfectly.
Think about your job. Now imagine your manager isn't there. How much smoother would your day run?
I mean, how many of you work a job where you don't even know who the fucking CEO is of the company? That means they're absolutely useless. They're parasites.
They're on the top, getting most of the money, sending their kids to private school, driving the fanciest cars, and they can't make a sandwich. Every new level of hierarchy is more money coming out of your paycheck. Unions are fucking great because it's not HR.
You need solidarity with the other workers. We need to use that and exercise that. You and your other workers are the most important people at that company. I mean, hell, the way I think about it, maybe you don't get a union at all and you just take the whole company away from the bosses, and that's called a co-op.
For the almighty dollar, everyone's a slave. Cause what's the point of doing shit if you ain't getting paid?
Can you imagine being that sensitive? Like you,
well, that's
like
what
that
they're
is the
PC as hell.
ultimate.
Hey, you know what? This is the freest goddamn country, and it's so free that if you don't stand up, you aren't a free person. And goddamn it, boy, if you don't stand up right now, you ain't free. Because you have the freedom to do whatever you want. But I'm telling you, I have the freedom to make you feel bad for doing the freedom. Just get up and say you love it. Just get up right now, Copernic. God damn it. It's so free that you can't do it. You have to. It's free because there's only one way to be. That's why it's free. So be that. Damn you. They don't have anything to live. I mean, their kids hate them. They don't have, all their money got stolen by banksters and shit. Healthcare's running through the fucking roof.
before we commence expelling this ghost from this location, before we save Jake from the lock, I will light the ceremonial herb that will give us the sight, that will give us the power we need to set Jake free. My Twitter's not working out here. Let's see if you can get a ghost. Go ahead and try. See.
I summon thee, ghost, into ghostly ghostness. Come the fuck out if you're a real ghost. Now. Demand it. This is how we fucking hunt ghosts. And as we've pointed out, and as we've said, there are no ghosts.
So this is where the ghost lives, from what we know. And he's not home. Let me see, let me try this. Jake, you may overtake my body. I accept you into my heart and soul. Please, if you are here, take control of me. Use me as a vessel.
Gross.
Nothing.
Yeah, no ghosts. So I guess the lesson of Beaver Creek is there's no such thing as ghosts, there's no God, and the Bible is a lie. Off to Helltown to find out what the government's up to in the middle of fucking nowhere, Ohio. Hell yeah, bumping out here. Can I get some of this safety herb in my lungs, please?
Howdy, Street Fighters, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I hope your day is going well. It's the end of the year, last street fight of the year. We're kicking back, relaxing, all cool like we normally do. It's Wednesday night, it's the Basement Show. This is how Brian and I got started. Over at his house, we had some microphones set up on top of some shoe boxes. That was our stands. And we got on community radio, WCRS. Then we had enough people that we felt comfortable doing some call-ins because we didn't want it to be embarrassing. So we added the call-in show just 3 years ago. And now we do 2 shows a week. So if you're a podcast listener, we appreciate it. Hope your day is going well, whether you're working or working out. We're glad to join you alongside in your journeys, and hope you're spreading some mess across the U.S. and organizing against the existing status quo. That's what we're here for. A hangout session for all of you rabble-rousers and radicals out there that like to start shit with the right kind of people. My name is Brett Payne. My co-host is Brian Quinby, and we're recording earlier tonight than usual. If you're watching on the live stream, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, we normally are, an hour or two later. We usually start at around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Time. We're taking a break because last night we did the Shock Jock Super Stream. And if you want to watch that, Brian and Murder Brian and Killer Chris from Not Even a Show took a look at the Shock Jocks they covered on our premium show that's available on Patreon. And that's going to be coming in audio form very soon too. So lots of stuff to get into, and if you want to keep the show running, please consider a donation at patreon.com/streetfightradio. It's not even a donation, it's for bonus content of the visual, audio, and video kind. Also, we have lots of new merch in the store at store.streetfightradio.com. I just got patches. People have asked forever. 3x3 Anvil patches are coming to store.streetfightradio.com. You can also get access to our stickers and all of the really cool t-shirt collaborations we do. The Lermworm one is wrapping up now. It should be coming soon. Should be coming in January. And we got the next one coming up from Nate Bear Art. So look for that. Sign up for the emails. This is a super long intro. But how's it going, Brian? Yeah, the music is gone.
Here, let me take a look and
I
see.
did a cappella.
Because I do keep track of time. While 2:43, they're usually 2 minutes.
Brian brought me a Merry Christmas joint.
You got him. You got a lighter for him? I don't want to throw it across the table and whack you in the face.
So I'm going to enjoy a Merry Christmas joint.
I got a J-Bone for Christmas from somebody that has wax in it, and I don't smoke J-Bone, so I thought I would bring it to Brett because he does smoke joints.
I enjoy it.
And so, you know, that's something.
Yes.
And I want to say that I came over to Brett's house on Christmas, and I had a gift, and it was incredible. It was 2 framed pictures of Glenn Danzig grocery shopping. And not the one picture where he's carrying cat litter. Not that one. That would have been easy. That's a meme, right? You just print the meme. These were taken by the producer of Diet Hellboy, the producer of 2 Minutes to Late Night.
To midnight.
No, late night. 2 minutes to late night.
I'm
2
thinking
minutes
of
to midnight is the clock that tells you when the world's gonna end.
That's the Iron Maiden song.
Yeah, two minutes to late night, and they're fucking terrific. They look so good in my office. You know, sometime when I'm doing a stream from home someday, which I think you guys may have helped me pay for on that Shock Jock Super stream, you will get to see. I'll show them to you. I'll let you take a look-see, you know?
I know you desperately want to play these video games. It is really fun to do Twitch streaming. I didn't think... I got really nervous at first, but then it is just like hanging out with friends, really. It's like nobody else wants to watch you play video games, but these people do.
Yeah.
Like, they find the right kind of people that will encourage you. Sometimes I don't want to be heroic. I get real nervous about dying in battle, and they're like, just do some legendary shit, man. And I'm like, I'm going to kill orcs.
Yeah. So it's 2020. We've all talked about how bad it sucked, but it would be nice to do a little kind of year in review, our kind of year in review, and just kind of talk about what's going on.
You know what? The Antifada podcast rated our chat here, so we've got a bunch of Antifada listeners in here.
Is that bad?
No, we love the Antifada.
Hey, the Antifada, thank you for rating our chat. We like you. We like Jamie. Jamie is in our documentary.
Yep.
That's coming out sometime in the future.
Yes.
She did a live show with us, so we love Jamie Peck. Yep. What's up?
Big surprise. I thought these were illegal. This is a Randy's Wire paper.
Oh, okay.
This is old school. This is the best papers.
I got them from an old school weed smoker, to tell you the truth.
Did they buy all the Randy's Wires before they got
I mean,
is there a state where they're legal?
I don't know. Well, I don't know what Randy's Wires is.
Randy's Wires.
I haven't smoked a joint in 5 years at least.
I'll show you when I get to the end of this. Randy's Wires paper has this wire down the middle. And when you get to the end, you bend it in half, and it's like a little, it's like a, tweezers or like a roach clip.
No, you can still buy them, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it says it.
They said the metal kind of fucked you up or something, I thought.
Well, that's what you're trying to do when you smoke weed, is the metal, you're supposed to trying to get fucked up.
Heavy metal poisoning.
Yeah. Remember when I quit smoking? Remember when I quit smoking my dugout? Like when me and Brett first met, I was Dugout McGee.
Yeah.
I was the dugout master. I carried it with me everywhere I went, and I was constantly hitting it. And then one day, I heard that it'll fuck your gums up, and that's scary to me. I'm a vain guy. Obviously, everybody knows how vain I am.
Need good gums.
Yeah, I want to have good gums. So I decided I will only smoke glass now, out of a glass dugout.
Yes, it's very common.
And then the glass dugout I found fit in my dugout in
That's
the
hard.
wood case.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah, they're usually pretty big, and they're usually much wider. It's hard to make glass that small and cylindrical.
It was $5, Brett.
Wow.
It was $5. And I was so excited. I had it. And then one day, maybe too stoned, I dropped it and it broke. Then I went on one of my hunts because I am a guy who, when he wants to buy something, he works very hard to purchase those things. You know, I do the research, dude. Yeah. I've been a guy in this world that knows how to do research. That's the only thing that I understand. Watching a movie, want to know who the director is, or watching a movie, started a movie halfway through and don't know what it was. I will spend all day trying to figure out what that movie was. The Accountant, for example. Me and Brett watched The Accountant one day.
That was a good one.
No, it wasn't. It was horrible. And I was just like, why am I watching this? But we did finish the whole movie.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what it was the whole time. They do a hemp wick now.
Hemp wick that's what I was going to mention, is that if you're into glass, you got to go hemp wick now. I got sunned by somebody in DC that kind of waved off my lighter. They did one of these, like chill with that. Like get back. And then they lit their hemp wick up, and then that's how we smoked the bowl. I got the highest of ever. I mean, I got tap out high.
You got, okay.
That was the J20 party.
The J20 party, yeah, I remember that.
Had to leave. I was just too done.
Oh yeah, you can get Randy's classic wired.
Also, I wanted to say, I think that $5 glass pipe you got was a crack pipe. Did you?
Right? Could I get a crack? Then I just would have wanted another crack pipe. You couldn't find them anywhere. It fit perfect in that thing. So, there it is. You can get Randy's wired.
Theo Dillon also had the same observation.
Off of their website. So they also have flavored hemp tips. You can, wow. Let's get Randy's wired to sponsor us.
Well, somebody said the joy they saw on my face when I realized it was a Randy's really got them going. So I'm ready to sell them.
Yeah. So
There's some stuff I stand behind. The stuff I stand behind, I will.
Yeah. So what have I done this year? Here's something that I wanted to bring up. The Harrisburg show.
Yes, that was this year.
It shouldn't even count as this year. It doesn't, that is such a time.
It was this year. It was less than a year.
No, I get it, dude. But do you think about how, like, things are post-March?
That feels good, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To me,
really, we haven't been doing this that long. I guess.
We've been doing it long.
Yeah, not
Past
really. Not
March,
a whole year.
We're getting there.
Sure.
And we will.
I know we're going to round
they're
that.
fucking dicking up the vaccine anyway.
Oh, I've already read the dicking up the vaccines
They're
articles.
just dicking it up. And let me tell you the truth. I have a buddy who works for the big healthcare organization in Columbus, right? And he's getting a vaccine soon. I'd love to jump in front of him, like catching a bullet for him, you know?
Pay for
and just
place in line.
Boom. Yeah, just get a place in line. Boom. Dude, I would give my pay for the month up to get a vaccine. I would. And I don't want to say that because then somebody will be like, I can get you a vaccine. And then I'll have to be like, I was just kidding. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But he was telling me that this healthcare agency was expecting about 1,000, maybe he said 5,000. I don't know. It was a number of lower thousands, right? They were expecting, and they received 10,000 of them. And they
significant amount more
could not figure out what to do with them. And
right.
I turned into a libertarian all of a sudden. I was like, just start fucking jabbing people with them. Who cares?
That's not libertarian. That violates the NAP. Start selling them.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you have 9,000 extra vaccines, then maybe let's not be so precious about who gets them. Just start fucking jabbing people immediately. People want them. Dude, go to the CVS and just have them put a sign that says vaccines on the goddamn CVS. All 9,000 of them will be gone. And fucking that, you know? People need to get the vaccine. And what's happening is they're sending them to these fucking dipshit governors who are terrified of the thought of me getting it before an immunocompromised person, which that is a very valid thing to do. But should you not have the list of the immunocompromised people that are in line to get it? Should there not be a fucking line for this already? Like, what the fuck, dude?
I don't know. That seems like fantasy booking.
It doesn't seem like fantasy booking. You got time. You fucking make a fucking form. Dude, they get you to pay your taxes.
That's not what they do, though.
Right.
I know. I've read articles. They're letting them just rot now. There's going to be a couple 100,000 vaccines that just die because they weren't in refrigeration.
Yeah. Yes. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
just jab me. Jab me. I want it. I fucking want it.
I did see, I think also somebody reported today that a high percentage of senior healthcare workers refused the vaccine. Something like 60% of them didn't want it, which is funny because that makes sense to me because in Ohio, if you live in a rural place, you can get a house for $100,000, right?
Yeah.
If you don't smoke weed, you can get a home health aide job without a degree and make $12 to $14 an hour, which is it's like a hillbilly mom fucking job.
It's hillbilly moms that don't want to get it done. Right. Yeah. Every hillbilly mom I know does something like that. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, come on, hillbilly moms, get the goddamn vaccine.
A lot of them are with, and not all of them, but it's just, that's a high contingency of, that's
the 60%.
The anti-vax people, there's so many of them on every different front. It's like, I just beating down. Everybody has their own reasons. It's like, I know you can't trust them. You can't. Yeah, I understand. There's a million reasons why you can't trust them. So, I guess whatever. You're not gonna get it.
We just gotta fucking hire hunters and put a vaccine in their gun and just gun these people down. We'll give you a hit list. You just pull up, boom, you've been vaxxed, and then take off. Now the thing is, you got to get 2 shots, but that's fun for the people. Most dangerous game, vaxing people.
Yeah, but in my own personal life, I think I may have a little bit of a fish story about how successful I am about doing things. Like I exaggerate a little bit, and making 2 appointments I have a very low batting average with 2 appointments this year.
I know.
I can get you 50% of the time.
My hope,
I got to reschedule a lot.
My hope is that before the B-Man is ready for his vaccine, before they say, Brian, you can get your vaccine, it's a 1-shot deal. There is a 1-shot one.
Maybe the vaccine day should be, everybody should back out of your way. Like, you should have the easiest day of your life for 2 days. On the vaccine day, when you have a card that says, this is my vaccine day, you go and everybody just facilitates you getting there.
Yes.
You can just fly. You can just walk down the street and the bus will stop and just, we got to get this man to his vaccine.
Yeah. It would be great if they weren't fucking it up. But, I was in a chat earlier today, and it's Ohio chat. I'm calling out Ohio chat and saying hi. And they're doom. They're the most doomed people
in Ohio
in
chat?
the world.
Oh, yeah.
They're very doomy. And they were saying, like, at the beginning of the pandemic, they were fucking dicking up the tests like crazy.
Yeah.
Now you can just go get a test.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that didn't take that long to figure out. Mm-hmm. It took a while to figure out, but we're 7 months in and it's figured out. And it's been figured out for a few months now. So maybe they'll get it figured out.
No, eventually. I mean, the thing is, we're going to fumble our way through it. Like, at this point, as just a sideline commentator, they just fuck it up every occasion. There's nothing that goes correctly or smoothly or for the betterment of anybody. They just fumble their way through this every fucking time. But yeah, eventually we'll get there.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, Well, I just want it.
I mean, I think I got another year of relaxation in me. I can totally stay quarantined for 1 more year.
I want
to 2021, the way that this vaccine's going so far, if I'm reading the tea leaves on it, 2021, I'll be watching some more series and getting more video game streaming.
There ain't gonna be any more series. You're gonna be having to watch Laurel and Hardy or some shit.
Yeah, there's been enough series. There's enough content that's been made. Honestly,
that's because you don't watch anything.
There's been enough content been made.
Yeah, you could watch Banshee. You still have Banshee you could watch, which is
what show?
One of those things.
Yeah, you know what I don't watch anymore. And this is tables have turned. I tried to turn on that show, The Expanse.
Yeah.
And there was some wild fucking sex scene at the beginning that just made me turn it off.
Yeah.
And then I started your other show, Search Party.
Yeah.
And that had a crazier sex scene that fucking ruined me.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't like that shit.
Really?
I hate it.
Those are both just fantastic shows.
Okay.
Oh, Brett just got in trouble, actually. So that happened. But yeah, I like both of those shows. They're very good. I am an adult who can handle sexual intercourse.
It doesn't
bother me.
It doesn't say, they don't ever elaborate on who the person is. They don't ever, they use it for shock value or to just because you're paying $8.95 a month for HBO.
Okay, I know what scene you're talking about from Search Party, and I can say that it says something about the guy and his girlfriend, about the fella that's in the show. Like, that scene is done in such a way that shows you who he is as a person. He's selfish, but I don't remember the Expanse scene. I do like the Expanse, but I don't remember the scene. I will also say this. Search Party was not on HBO until third season. It was on, actually, weirdly enough, TBS. So those are shows I can recommend. Here, we're doing our 2020 year in review already.
Okay.
I dug Search Party a lot. Now, if you have a 16-year-old daughter, it's a good family show.
Sure.
This is me and my family just totally binged it. But there's also a show called Flight Attendant on the Max. I'm a big HBO Max guy. I live the HBO Max lifestyle.
Just where it's at.
You know, I came home last night. We're an HBO Max family. I came home last night. My wife and kid are watching a movie. You would never guess. There's a billion movies.
Shutter Island?
No. It's weirdest. It's so weird, I'll tell you. Ed TV. I walk in the house and Ed TV is on. And I'm like, are you watching Ed TV? You know, I see that they're watching Ed TV and I go, wow, you're really watching Ed TV. And they were like, will you quit making fun of us? And I'm like, I'm sorry. The Truman Show's a movie. You know, there was a battle between Ed TV and the Truman Show, and Ed TV won. Or no, the Truman Show won. In alternate world, Ed TV won.
Sure.
I just slipped into a different thing, so that was weird.
Right.
But yeah, I dug the Flight Attendant quite a bit, and found it to be great. I think what's happened to me is my daughter has flipped me into liking mysteries because she likes mysteries. She saw the movie Knives Out. I swear to you, Brett, she saw the movie Knives Out and she said, they need to make more movies like this. And I'm like, it's like a genre.
It's a long tradition
of movies that there's a million of them. But Knives Out, not my favorite thing, but it wasn't too bad. But I've just gotten really into good mysteries and stuff. So that's been a big thing with me, you know, is like the Flight Attendant is a mystery. Search Party's a mystery.
Yeah.
So those are two things I've gotten way into TV wise.
I do have to honestly say I don't watch shows. I don't have the time for shows.
You hate them.
The shows that I've watched
Anime
the most
shit.
is His Dark Materials, which I read those books forever ago, and I like those. It's a young adult bullshit thing.
I can't watch it. I tried to watch. I told you I tried to watch His Dark Materials.
Yeah.
And they each had like a guy with them.
Demon. Yeah.
A monkey.
Yeah.
I guess walking next to him, and I was like, I can't. Nope. That's just like Chris last night before we recorded was talking. He was like, yeah, you know, I did my top 25 movies as a call-in show, and he's this huge. He loves movies. This guy watches a movie every day, and is his goal. And I said, "What was your favorite movie?" And he told me it was. It's a movie about a heavy metal drummer that loses his hearing, and it's like he said it was just like a really great movie. That is like something like, well, I like heavy metal, but I don't like personal discovery. So that's kind of difficult for me, but I might have to check it out. But then he said his number 4 movie was Soul.
And I was like, buddy, I will never see Soul.
Yeah.
If it seems like it's got kid stuff in it, I'm out. That's why I'm thriving now with a teenager.
Yeah, I was going to say, His Dark Materials is an 8-year-old thing.
Yes.
My wife did not read the books, and she keeps asking me about it, and I do not like to tell her. I never tell, yeah.
You don't want that. And you don't know anyway. They always...
Yeah, I don't know where it's going to go. But the allegory of the book is basically like retelling the story of Adam and Eve, but in a positive light. Like, the book that was written by this hardcore atheist that think it's bullshit that, like, a young woman coming into her sexuality was, like, the biggest sin of the universe, of the world. So he, like, they kill God and shit, man. That's like, cool. Fucking fight angels. It's a pretty sweet thing. But it is talking animals. It's like Pokemon.
Yeah, I can't do that. That's why I turned Pokemon, the Detective Pikachu, off.
Right.
It was on for, like, 2 minutes, and I was like, this is some kid shit.
I came on just on the cusp of Pokemon. I had a lot of friends with younger siblings that watched Pokemon if I stayed the night. So
yeah,
I'm okay with having a little animal that follows you around and it's like part of your personality.
Yeah,
I'm into that.
It's been an odd year too, in that like the movies, right? That not a lot of movies came out.
Yeah,
we just weren't able to watch a lot, but you did watch a zillion of them.
In Seoul, we got McDonald's toys from Seoul in like May when it was supposed to actually come out. And I didn't think it was coming out all this year. We planned on going to theater to see it. So we were surprised that it came out on streaming.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I think that they overshot it. I think that Inside Out kind of like gave them a little confidence to get real metaphysical about stuff. And, but at the same time, I thought it was, they're kids movies that are actually for adults. They're not kids movies at all. They're, you make your kid watch them with you.
Yeah.
At this point,
Gwen never liked the Pixar's. We were talking about this the other night. She's scrolling through HBO Max. And she's saving movies that she's nostalgic for.
Tight.
And it's like Flushed Away is one of them. Have you ever heard of that?
Amazing. Yeah. No, yeah. I don't.
That was like, you don't know it?
Is it penguins?
No, it is about what goes on in the pipes, the turd pipes. Fun. It's a toilet movie where it's a cartoon.
God. Yeah, that mouse in the suit. There's a mouse in a tuxedo or something.
Yeah, it's got like gangster stuff in it, and it's a adventure through the turd pipes.
Hugh Jackman plays Roddy St. James, a pampered house mouse or some shit.
Yeah, that gets flushed down the toilet.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, but that's like her favorite. That's her shit. That's
awesome.
Or when we talk about Christmas movies, right? And people name all their favorite Christmas movies. Her favorite Christmas movie is Fred Claus.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have mine too. I don't hang on to the classics so much. We watch a lot of recent movies and stuff that we like these days. But yeah, I for sure know that Charlotte isn't. My Little Ponies is what every little girl in that age group was like forced into, but I don't think that's going to be her favorite shit that she comes back to. There's going to be some peculiar shit that I'm like
junk, just crappy stuff too. It's stuff that as an adult you look at it and you're like, this is like you want to set her down. I want to sit Gwen down and be like, this is crap.
Right.
This is like really crappily made crap. This is not good. But kids, they find stuff and they fucking love it. You know what I mean?
Charlotte has eclectic tastes. Erica is really into kids stuff, really into animation. She's at art school, so she's in animation, and they watch a lot of stuff that usually has a good through line and like a story and a plot. So they are huge into She-Ra and Kipo and all that stuff.
Gwen wasn't a cartoon kid either. She liked like the second Hannah Montana was like out. She was just like, I watch Hannah Montana, I watch Jessie, I watch, she was into all of
Jessie's
the
tight. Jessie's
TV shows. Yeah. Funny. She liked that stuff. Good Luck Charlie. That's another thing she has to watch every year for Christmas, the Good Luck Charlie Christmas special.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's junk, it's crap, it's so badly done. But if you think about it, when we were kids, they were making stuff for both adults and kids. But like we liked Saved by the Bell, and our parents were like, Saved by the Bell is junk. It's shoddily put together. It looks cheap and the acting sucks and the stories are dumb.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not against feeding yourself a good time. If you know what you're doing, if you're like, you know, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch this, and I'm gonna remember like laying on my stomach on grandma's carpet. You know,
Yeah.
like that's a good way. I don't mind
Man.
juicing yourself with memories. Like
Every time I've tried to do that, it has just been a total.
Christmas has become a big. I've been a fanatic about it for several years now, and we have a lot of movies and traditions and stuff that keeps happening, and every time it's just like easy fucking happiness.
Yeah. Yeah. This year, something I did was I watched a few franchises. I am a TV guy, I think,
love
over
it.
movie, and I like a long story. And a franchise that I had never seen a single movie from that me and my wife watched together was Alien. And it was a really incredible experience to watch that because it's a bunch of movies that are made by different people that are different people's visions and different for the times. And they were fucking all different and interesting.
Well, yeah, and there's also, you know, Tolkien had like a universe that he made up, but Alien also has like a world. Star Wars has a world, but Alien has a world where aliens exist, and a lot of different, I mean, people are passionate about it. It's inspired lots of fans over the years. People can't stay away from it, and everybody wants to see more of it and where it goes.
Right, seeing Star Wars this year. This year was the first time I ever watched Star Wars, all the movies, and now I'm watching the Mandalorian. So I'm even like up out there on top of it, you know.
That's true. My wife had never watched Star Wars before, and because of quarantine, we did a couch surfing day and watched pretty much 3 at a time. I was lifelong.
You were like a
Star Wars geek.
You would be like talking to your friends about Star Wars. You and your friends would be sitting in a house being like, "What do you think Greedo did?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I've had those conversations. And but I also gave it up forever ago, and the sequels were so disappointing and annoying, and I might watch them again. Now that I just had I watched them through like covered eyes. I basically watched them in horror. But I might go back. But I can't stand that fucking Kylo Ren guy.
I liked the
Maybe that's
Last
good.
Jedi.
I mean, I think that's good. I think like visceral disgust is a really good reaction to have to a bad guy.
Yeah. I liked The Last Jedi quite a bit. That was one of my favorite ones. I liked that, and I liked the one where Darth Vader turned into Darth Vader.
I don't see that one.
The Revenge of the Sith. When that one was really good.
Oh, that's an excellent one, yeah.
Yeah, those were my 2 favorites. Oh no, the ghosts are in here shutting windows and stuff. Yeah. So,
yeah, I don't know. I really this year the most media I watched was Formula 1 races. That was like my anchor in life that kept me going. I'm sad it's off the air. I've been watching. Dude, don't
watch old races.
No, I've been watching the wrap ups, and they have a lot of like hour-long interviews with some of the old guys when they're in their like 70s and stuff. I watched this like Fittipaldi interview. I watched Mario Andretti. You know, it's just incredible the lives they've led and like the wisdom they have and the shit that happened to them. Yeah, that's what I've been watching. That's been keeping me going.
Yeah. I mean, I am in a dead spot right now. I think Cobra Kai comes out soon. That was something I liked this year too. I thought was very funny and very good.
Horror movies. I watched a ton of horror movies. That was something I got into. I watched mostly concerts over the summer and during quarantine. I think that might have been my way to deal with it, but I stayed up all night. I watched Lollapalooza like 99. Or I'm sorry, I watched the big one, Woodstock 99. Yeah, I watched a whole bunch of performances from that. I watched a whole bunch of like Poison the Well basement shows. I watched who else? 2 Minutes to Late Night. I watched a lot of their stuff. Was really good.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, I should have watched it. I should watch that. I haven't watched it yet. I watch a lot.
I spent so much of this quarantine just headbanging in front of a monitor.
Yeah.
Like I would just like pound a beer and then just be going like this and watching like a Megadeth show from '99.
Well, 2020 was the year that I got way into Typo Negative and Danzig, 2 people that I had never really given a chance to in my life. There was something about being stuck in the house, I think, that made us go and look at things that we had never given a chance. You know, that Alien thing. I never watched Alien, and you know how I thought of Alien? It was just like, it's too late now. You know, they're all out. Same with Star Wars.
It's like Goonies. It's like if you didn't see it when you were a kid, you can't watch it when you're 35 and be like, oh, that was actually a fun little romp.
Yeah. So I kind of thought like I wasn't going to be into it. And then like I just was like, I'm going to check out this Typo Negative. And it hit me in this weird way. Like it was just this time in my life that I'm at. And it hit me so it's like just the time.
Yeah.
And what I'm open to and what I'm into right now. And it just, I got it. I understood it, you know?
You're absolutely right. I mean, there was new feelings for me too. Like this was me, this year was all my endeavor into Metallica and essentially Megadeth, which I have my Last FM. I still use Last FM to keep track of all of my listening stats. And I was going to run through this year. I think people most know, but my top artists of the year were Megadeth, Metallica, Death, Tame Impala, and Sudan Archives.
Sudan Archives? I ain't even heard of that.
Well, Sudan Archives was actually the last concert that I saw this year. In January, me and Erica went to Detroit. We got like a hotel downtown and walked over there. Had really good vegan pizza and saw Sudan Archives in this really small place. It was fucking awesome. They had everything was like blacklight. Everything was blacklight paint. They took pinball machines and they painted over them, so you don't even know what the original shit looked like. They had some video games sitting there that were just running like Windows error screens, you know, like bouncing the window around and shit. It was a really tight place. I don't remember the name, but it was tight. But yeah, so that's my number 5. I don't know. That was most of my listening. I think I listened to really old stuff. Tame Impala's new album was really good, and that's really basic and generic bro shit, IPA dad music. But that's what gets the most plays in my house if I'm around my family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can't listen to heavy metal in front of your family as much.
No, they don't put up with it.
No, mine neither. My
up?
wife listens to classic rock all the time, and I just want to be like, you know what? This is not fair. I can't listen to my stuff. You're fucking listening to the Eagles all the time, which is offensive to me.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a problem. Now, I'm not talking about anything crazy like that.
Yeah, she listens to the real. I think she's just going back in time too, though. You know, I think a lot of us went back in time in 2020, where it was just like, I guess I'll just go back in time. It doesn't seem like anybody's doing anything. It feels weird. Music is different, obviously.
No, but it is also. I mean, that's what I did. We investigated. I investigated a whole scene. You know, it was like, what is Florida death metal? What does that mean? Oh, wow. There was this teenager in Florida that started a band. And then when that band broke up, those two multiplied into all of these bands. And this created this sound that changed the world, you know, and that is so unique. And there's just so much knowledge. There's so much information about it to be read. And it's something to dive into when, you know, a time when you could go to shows. Music, it was a huge part of my life. You know, when I was in therapy, we did foundational values, and live shows was it. I mean, that includes just plays, music, all that. And, you know, Thursday did a live stream this year that was sick. They did one last night too during the Shock Jock stream, so I missed it. We did it at the same time. Also, CKY did one, and I really wanted to watch it.
Damn.
But I've really enjoyed the live streams. I've just got loose in my house, headbang, dance, mosh, do, you know, starting the lawnmower, picking up change in front of the fucking TV. We also watched like Highball Halloween. Columbus's.
Yeah, I watched that with you.
Yeah, the Columbus Arts Council puts on a huge Halloween show with costume competitions. CCAD, the art and design school, always has like next level shit, and they did a stream and had like thousands of people from all over the country watching it. So I mean, you know, there's just been you have to really try, but you know, I still appreciate the stuff I've been able to see on live stream and do, like, you know, special stuff like that. And you know, even Twitch is something where I've found people that I can follow along with and enjoy what they do.
Yeah, I dig that stuff too.
I don't know what's my number one. Let me see what my number one song is.
And I round this out by
"Angry Again" by Megadeth.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Ashani Bar was this year too. Rupa.
Was that really this year?
Yeah, Harrisburg was when we were listening to it with
Bar.
Jake Flores.
Ashani Bar, Ashani Bar. I
Yes.
love that song. I love that.
You
jam.
brought the Harrisburg show up. That was a birthday party for somebody.
Yeah.
Maddie Solidarity got us out there. Thank you, Maddie. I should have sent you a card, but I appreciate your input and your being in the group.
Yeah.
I appreciate all that you do.
Yeah. I
Your
wish
calls too.
I really do wish
We did variety shows this year too.
Yeah, we did a variety show, and I wish we did more live streams. I think after last night, though, after the Shock Jock Super Stream, we're going to do more of them. And this year, this year's going to be our 10th anniversary in June, and we are hoping to get in front of fans. And I think, by the end of next year, things could loosen up and we could be doing live shows. And I miss it more than anything. It doesn't feel the same doing it to a camera. And also, we should also say in 2021, our TV show will be made. It is written. It is ready to be filmed. We're just waiting to film it. So
yeah, we're doing production right now.
That's stuff to look forward to. Brett, let's play some audio. Sound good?
Yeah, I can do that.
So I've had this backup stuff for a while. It's been a long week for me. I've been busy with the Shock Jock stream. I did a PODcast stream, and I did and it's been a busy week. So I went into my backups, audio stuff.
Okay.
And I have Walmart's video that they play to tell people not to be a part of a union.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, and I
Holy
thought
moly.
I thought maybe we would check out the Walmart anti-union busting employee video before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do something, and let's be honest here. I could actually give you a choice here. Do you want to watch Walmart's anti-union video, or do you want to watch Target's anti-union video? Either one, at some point in the future, you will get the one that we don't do, but they're both good and they're both anti-union.
I want to see the hardcore shit. I want to go Walmart.
Walmart.
I don't want to have Todd Oldham tell me about it from Target.
All right. Is that who?
He did it. I don't know. Someone was going crazy about it 10 years ago.
Todd Oldham?
Yeah, he was there.
Okay.
That's one of their celebrity hookups. I don't know.
Oh, really? Can you hear it?
Yes.
Good. Everybody can hear it. That's good news. Some good tunes here, really.
Yeah, I feel chill.
Chill vibes. All right, here we go. Oh. So this is the opening, I don't know where they get this music. This
Can't hear it.
They can't hear it.
I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, they got it. Sorry.
Yeah. Where do they get this music? Where does the music for employee training videos come from?
I mean, rights free. I don't know if someone's pumping it out. I don't know if there's libraries you can get stuff from. So either someone on the project is going to like a rights free place or a place where you can license something, a website where you can register this stuff. Or, at this day and age, people can pump this out. People can do 100 of these a day.
I like to think there's a guy just fucking sitting behind his computer and he's like, all right, I got to get a Target out. I got to get a Walmart out. I got to get a United Airlines out. I got all these instructional videos to make. I mean, there is an industry around this. And it is weird to think of the people that are like part of that, the directors and the writers and stuff.
Well, yeah, people that went to college and want a stable paycheck,
Yeah,
they can just get contracts from these big companies to make their videos.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help. That's one of the things I enjoy about this job. The way Walmart associates can really make a difference in someone's day.
Okay.
I'm going to say this. I don't think Walmart employees are bad. I don't think there's enough of them in the store for them to make a difference in somebody's day.
No.
That's the way I feel. I feel like I go to Walmart every 2 or 3 years. I don't go very often. But anytime I'm in there... yeah, on tour we go a lot. But anytime I'm in there, I don't even feel like I see anybody that works there, you know, except for the person that stands at the end of the self-checkout lines.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I am notoriously a person that bothers customer service people.
You ask questions.
I immediately am like, when they're like, I wonder where that's at. And I'm like, oh, grab that person. Come over here. Tell us where that's at.
I don't ask
Walmart has nobody to
I don't
talk
ask
to.
any questions at all.
It's a desert out there.
Dude, I have a fucking vivid memory of when we were on tour. This might have been on tour with the Minion Death Cult guys. Maybe. We stopped at a Walmart and there was one person working in like the whole floor of the store. Yeah. Remember, because the line was there was a super fucking long line. People were freaking out on the cashier. And it's like, if there was anybody else in the store, they would have brought somebody up to the front and had them check people out as cashiers.
You got this. This is what our situation is.
Yes.
It's one person.
Yes. So, I mean, the idea... Yes, I have been helped by people at Walmart. I'm not saying that the employees aren't helpful. I'm saying there's not enough of them.
Absolutely.
I also love that the people in this store are like a second family to me.
Okay.
We really pull together to take care of our customers and each other. It's not just a place to get a paycheck, no matter how big the company.
It is. Everybody at Walmart would disagree with what you just said there. Let's replay that there.
Store are like a second family to me. We really pull together to take care of our customers and each other. Yeah. It's not just a place to get a paycheck. No matter how big the company gets, this place is special to us.
You already sound full of shit when you decide to say it's not just a place to get a paycheck at Walmart. When you're sitting in the orientation, you're like, this company culture is fucked.
I mean, you're literally going for brainwashing. You're doing propaganda.
Yeah.
This is somebody that's like, once again, you're right. This stuff is a group of people sat down to put this together. And they're like, what do we want the messaging to be? And they were like, well, we want them to believe that they, we're all in this together. We want them to believe that they should care about the people here, even though care about the customers, even though the customers might do violence on them and we won't provide any protection. They're going to get treated like shit.
Do you find it interesting that they in an anti-union video, they draw the family kind of thing where it's like, we're like a family. It's like, well, a family is a union, actually.
One type. But not always. I mean, there's a dad, which sucks. There's a paternalistic ass attitude in a fucking family, and that needs to go.
That is true. That is true. In a lot of families.
Families are dysfunctional. That's what I've always said, and I will maintain that you should, anytime someone says, hey, we're like a family here, and you'll just say, one of my relatives tried to stab another one of my relatives. Like my aunt tried to kill my uncle with a knife.
That is true. Brett's family, kind of is so fractured. You're like extended family. I mean, mine too.
Everybody's.
Everybody.
It's like, actually, my dad abandoned me.
Yeah.
So I don't want a family relationship here. I want you to pay me what I'm worth and value me.
Yes. Ma'am, I'm here for a paycheck, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, there's no incentive. If it was like, hey, we're all in this together. We all share the income. Whatever the money we make here, everybody gets the same. So let's take care of our customers because we are all a family. That's family shit. Right, family shit is more like when you
somebody doesn't have anything and you take care of them. That's family shit.
Right. What is... Yes, that's actually true. Let's try to make a list of other reasons to work at Walmart before we let them do that.
Okay. Other reasons to work. I mean, it's pay, discount.
There's a discount.
It's probably a good okay discount.
But I'll bet you, and I don't know this for sure, maybe somebody in chat's worked at Walmart. I'll bet you can't buy gift cards with your employee discount.
No, I doubt that. No, I don't know. That's preposterous. I know a lot of ass kissers get really highly paid. If you do the manager thing, you got to work like 6/12s all the time. But I know a lot of happy Walmart manager people that started after high school. But once again, they're also psychos, man. Like, not ideal people. Not people we should have around.
But if you're sitting down really and you're thinking like, okay, besides a paycheck, why do I want to work at Walmart? It's like almost like it has to be next door to your house.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Or something. I can't think of what any other reason.
Would be the pro.
Yeah.
It's special because of the people. And we all work here for different reasons. Some, like me, want a steady, secure job with benefits and a safe work environment.
I've never heard that about Walmart. That's management, right? That you have to be management for that.
Yeah, you have to be absolutely delusional to believe that.
Secure.
You're somebody that's never had the job at the bottom. This is somebody speaking. This is just somebody guessing like what their lives are like. Just you down there, you special precious employees that are. I know a lot of you come out of pocket and you get gifts for your favorite customers. That we want to keep that going here at Walmart. It's like we want to keep your servitude, intact.
It sounds like so what you think the HR department is in charge of putting this together and getting this done.
No,
you would
at
think.
Walmart?
Yeah, at Walmart. The HR department.
I don't know how that works. Communications, I don't know. HR is not. They're trying to brainwash people here. There's more of an agenda here than HR.
This is internal, though.
Right, it is.
This
internal.
isn't supposed to be out.
No, correct.
So I would think that it would be the HR department gets the script. And then they're like, okay, we need to make some changes here. And then that's where they start adding stuff like the stuff that the benefits and I don't think you should be able to call a job secure if you don't have a steady schedule.
But this is the job of bullshit artists. This is why, this pays money. This pays more. This is why you go to school to do bullshit.
Yeah.
You don't really have to consult with people, to paint Walmart in the best light.
She's not even wearing the awful Walmart uniform, which is like in the video. She's like dressed kind of nice, but she has a name tag on.
Yeah.
And it's like the Walmart uniform is up there with Best Buy and like the worst uniforms you can wear.
Oh, that vest?
Yeah.
But they're just like, I know you're proud to put that vest on.
Every single day
you look at yourself in the mirror and you straighten it up and you say, I'm proud. And they just make that shit up to try to convince you to just go to that memory.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no, I do feel that way.
I'm proud of that. Yeah, that's something.
I actually am proud.
Some want to get promoted and go on to long-term careers with Walmart. Some just need a part-time job. We have senior citizens and we have students working to pay for school. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. All of these different people with different goals, and yet somehow it all works.
That is amazing.
I guess that's what our founder, Sam Walton, had in mind from the start.
Oh.
I doubt that. I think your founder, Sam Walton, had in mind, okay, I can get these things for this much money. I'll charge this much money for them.
Yeah.
And then the money that is over that's my money. I get to keep that money. And then he was like, he was working at the Walmart. Sam Walton probably worked at the first Walmart. He was probably like the first employee. And then he was like, I got to hire another employee. And then he was like, fuck, I have to pay him?
Yeah.
Oh,
sucks.
How little can I pay him?
What's legal?
Yeah, what's legal?
You're just
Somebody said in the chat they'll pay you just enough to not be on SNAP benefits.
Yes, they do love to do that. That is another big thing. And they will give you just enough hours so that they don't have to give you health care benefits.
beginning your career with us, and it's hard to grasp everything that's available to you, like great benefits and a really friendly and fun place to work.
That's not
Well,
true.
Just see for yourself.
Okay, here we go.
A job at Walmart is a good job. In fact,
Well, if you got to say it.
Yeah, I mean, who are you trying to convince somebody? You're trying to convince somebody.
Yeah.
there's no retail company that offers
This is a
more
sales
advancement
pitch.
and job security than Walmart.
What?
Almost 70% of our managers started out as hourly associates.
People believe
Plus,
this
Walmart
stuff.
jobs are flexible jobs, giving associates the opportunity to balance our personal life with our work life.
And a
People-
second job.
I mean, this stuff works.
This stuff
works.
You,
I mean, if you've ever talked about union stuff at large places, people are like, you know what? I get a lot of flexibility out of this, and you're like, what? You complain every minute that you're here.
Yet the flexibility also always works on their behalf.
Oh,
The
yeah.
flexibility is that they can schedule any fucking time they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better, Walmart associates also have the opportunity to become shareholders and owners of the company through the Associate Stock Purchase Plan.
Okay. How's that working?
You know, when you work at a place like this, I worked at, Kroger's union. I worked at plenty of places that were not union, that were like large businesses. And the one thing that you do have a good point with is that a lot of times people will tell you they will parrot these right back at you.
Oh, yeah.
They will just, at McDonald's, they'll just be like, well, we have the associate stock purchase plan. Like, if you're not using it, that's not Walmart's fault. That's your fault.
They match 401k contributions.
You're like an owner of the company when you own stock. This is more of a co-op, really.
Yeah,
if you
we're
do
all
it.
invested here. Jeez, Lou, you're not taking 10% of what you got and putting it in Walmart stock. Are you flipping crazy? What are you here for? I'm here for the payoff, my friend. I'm here for the fortune and riches at the end of the tunnel.
That is like, there are a lot of people who also come into plans like that when they start, where they're like, I just put 10% of all of my checks into stock. And then, that's going to pay off in the future when the stock goes up. And it's like, it's a guy you're talking to that like wouldn't know how to sell the stock or anything. It's like, I don't even know what to do with the stock.
Right.
I don't even trust stock. Like,
Yeah. Also, doesn't have enough extra for anything. So the first emergency that happens, it's going to be draining that account.
yeah, I got to go to the stock.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's like my in-laws just, they had all the stock.
What else can you do?
Yeah. And they had to go. They had to go to it so much that they don't have any of it now in their retirement. It's just like, fuck.
Mr. Sam strongly believed in the philosophy of partnership with associates, and the stock purchase plan
don't
is
think
just
he
one of
did.
the ways that his philosophy continues today. I never thought that I could be a shareholder in a company like Walmart.
So proud. Hanging on my wall.
I never thought. I didn't lay in bed as a young kid. I laid in bed and I was like, fuck, dude, I'm never going to be a shareholder at Walmart.
I mean, this is the fantasies that they come up with, though. Like they are lying to themselves. They have told themselves that this is what it's like to be a Walmart employee. That's who they're making. They're making these videos for their own delusions.
Yeah, and this reads,
Like,
this
oh,
really...
Could you imagine it? You take 4 hours, just $28 a week. That turns into big money down the line. Big money.
You're part owner. It's you and the Waltons in the same category there.
You got $1,200 at the end of the year. You get 5% on that. You got like almost $1,300.
It is true, though, that this is what human resources people are saying to themselves. This is what they are saying when they're fucking you over, when they're doing any of that stuff.
Well, this is them getting on the same page. It's like, we don't complain. We don't say anything bad. We're grateful that we don the blue vest. We're actually proud of it. And, we look down on people that don't wear blue vests.
Yeah.
And we also
give $28 a week so that we'll be able to retire someday.
Yeah. When the stock goes through the fucking roof.
Right.
When Amazon puts them out of business, oops.
Yeah, spaghetti-o.
But here I am, a Walmart shareholder. And you know what? I'm not the only one.
It's true. I'm a proud shareholder too. And that's just the beginning of the great things you'll find at our company. Now, it doesn't matter where you work, whether it's in a Walmart store, a Sam's Club, a distribution center, or any other division, you've made a great choice to work for Walmart, and we're glad you're here. But the reality is, you're not the only one looking to get your foot in the door at Walmart.
Dun, dun,
What?
dun.
What?
Here we go.
Are they about to tell them they're replaceable?
They're saying you're not the only one trying to get your foot in the door at Walmart.
Pretty big goddamn opportunity you've got, Buster.
There's some shit coming.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any talks about getting together and organizing the workforce.
Oh no, that is not. They are not threatening. I will give them that.
No.
What they're doing is, here it comes.
Now, you might have heard stories on the news, read about it in the paper, or seen it on the internet, but labor unions are really interested in Walmart and have spent millions of dollars specifically focused on us.
By the way, they have on the screen, they have a fake newspaper article where all of the paragraphs are blurred out, but the headline says Union targets Walmart.
That's some Alex Jones ass InfoWars type.
Here comes, it's coming after us. The union is targeting Walmart. That's not what's happening here. Walmart is targeting unions to their employees. I mean, the unions, the big bad mean unions, are trying to get their foot in the door at frickin' Walmart, dude.
Yeah, these insidious people are going to take away. They're going to take away our relationships we have with the customers.
Yeah, well,
You can't shower a customer with gifts anymore. Once the commies take over with their labor unions.
Now, I think you know by now that our company prefers to have open and direct communication with our associates. We don't think that a labor union is necessary here. And
oh, you don't?
Yeah,
well, I think you're wrong.
Interesting that you would say that, considering you're in control of everything right now.
Yes.
And because our associates have said time after time that they don't want a union,
They
we
haven't
usually don't
said
spend
that.
a lot of time talking about them.
Oh.
But as a new member of
That was a threat. They were like, hey, we don't spend a lot of time talking about unions.
Sure,
here.
we've heard of them. Yeah, we've heard of them, but we're family.
We've
Families
heard of
don't
them.
unionize against each other.
People have brought up unions before. It's not a big deal. It's fucking, basically, it's just something.
Yeah, I read about it in a history book.
our team, we do think you need to know this.
Okay.
In recent years, union organizers have spent a lot of time, effort, and money trying to convince Walmart associates to join a union, all without any success. Now, while they've been trying to
Union once again looking to organize Walmart workers is what they have now.
Headline?
Another headline with blurred out words, and you can see the word communist in the blurred out words.
Really?
Yeah, you can just see it's blurred out like they're trying
to convince associates to join their union. At the same time, they've been spending big money trying to hurt our business.
They're gonna get you. They got so much money and they just want to hurt you.
Now they're
They're
mad.
gonna take away our special relationship. I'm your dad, god damn it. I'm your Walmart. I'm your dad. I'm gonna fight for my right to own you.
Well, now the headline is Union launches anti-Walmart ads. Now they're getting to the point here where they're like, the unions are trying to hurt the business. You know, you have stock in this fucking place.
Yes.
And these unions
You're
are talking about
invested.
boycotting.
Yep.
You know? In my perfect world, people would be forced to shop at Walmart. Everybody. And then you would have tons of money.
Yeah. You gave up $28 this week to the stock investment plan. They want you to lose that.
Yeah. They want that to be worth $14.
Yeah.
Telling customers not to shop in our stores and clubs.
I don't get it. How would it make sense for associates to join any union that wants to damage our reputation?
Okay. That's It's kind of a weird way to frame it. Wouldn't it?
Aren't these people like an infestation or a cancerous virus that we should eliminate?
I don't get it. But I mean,
how are they allowed to do that? Are they really allowed to get together and say we should deserve more money? That should be against the law.
why they are really framing it like, why would we want to join with people who are attacking us?
Yes.
Constantly.
Yes,
And when I
exactly.
say us, I mean me, the person that works in the produce department.
Yeah.
That's who they're attacking for sure.
And drive business away from our doors so associates don't get hours. It just doesn't make sense. Funny thing is, I always thought unions were kind of like clubs, or charities that were out to help workers, right?
Okay.
Well, I found out that wasn't exactly the case.
That's an odd line
A club?
to write. I always thought they were a charity or a club designed to help workers.
I always thought it was a place to go where you could get some well liquor for $1.
Yeah. Yeah. This is weird. This is what they think people think, right?
I think it's like a moose lodge.
They're telegraphing like, yeah, people think unions are a charity. We need to get rid of that idea in their mind right now.
The truth is, unions are businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses that make their money by convincing people like you and me to give them a part of our paychecks.
We hate businesses. Well, those businesses, but we love the business that we bought stock in.
We're extremely anti-business here at Walmart.
I get 1 share a month of Walmart stock. I'm going to fight like hell for it against any other business that wants to devalue that asset.
Unions are a big business. I've been in union halls. They don't look like the board of Walmart. I'm sure Walmart headquarters, where the board meets, looks a little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, they are literally just trying to get more money for working people, though.
Yes.
That's a good business to be in. I would want them to be the biggest business in my mind, really.
Yeah, the more money they have, it seems like the more fair things are to me.
Or they have they've accomplished, if they're the biggest business, then that means everybody is unionized.
Yeah. I would like to see a union actually be a bigger business than Walmart.
Right.
So that they could crush
Them
Walmart.
bully them, yeah.
Yeah.
To wonder, are they really just interested in the welfare of Walmart associates, or is there something more at stake?
Like what?
Here at Walmart, our
Well,
associates
drinks.
are used to having a voice in their workplace.
That is not true. That is bullshit. You've talked to anybody that works at Walmart. Like, that is another thing, though. That's human resources saying, like, make sure they fucking know that they have a voice here.
You're allowed to use your voice to stomp and clap and say, hey, hey, ho, ho, let's have a Walmart day today.
That is true. They do have the cheer, the Walmart cheer.
That's how you're allowed to use your voice at Walmart.
Yeah.
Our company has always supported an open door policy, and we're used to having our voice heard for free.
How do we fight open door policy? How do we...
What does that mean?
I mean, it's just... Every job I've had has claimed to have an open door policy.
Gotcha.
That is like their big... I think that's the thing that makes more people anti-union, too. It's like, I think this works. I think this works.
Well, also talking to Alexander from Minion Death Cult, and he explained that he has grievances that he can file through his union. So throughout the month, there will be violations that his boss does to him. Texts him on the wrong time, asks him to do something else, makes them do something improperly, and he gets paid out for it at the end of the month. With the open door policy, if you go into HR, you have a target on you.
Yes.
If you go in to file a complaint or to say something, they're going to, every time you leave the room, they're going to roll their eyes about you and say, oh, this motherfucker causing problems.
They're also going to tell the
Asking
boss.
questions. Yeah.
They're going to tell the person you come for.
Yeah.
I've told the story before. I used the open door policy at the cable company, and then the next day they said, hey, Linda needs to see you in her office. And when I got in there, my supervisor was sitting there. And I was like, great, cool.
Awesome.
Thought we were doing open door policy.
Look, I was a union member at my last job.
Oh, no.
Everyone
great.
actually
I
had
love
to
that.
join the union. in order to work there.
Yeah, no shit. That's how a union works.
Yeah, go somewhere else, I guess, if you don't want that. Yeah. Can you believe this? They made me join. They made me join up with all my fellow employees.
Yeah.
Like we're supposed to have camaraderie or some shit.
And like, don't even think about like the benefits they had there. You know, before this guy appears to be working in the warehouse, where I have heard Walmart warehouses are brutal, like brutal. Somebody when we were talking about Buc-ee's a couple weeks ago was mentioning that the Walmart warehouse does 15-minute breaks for an 8-hour shift.
Yikes.
And I mean, you know, the Walmart warehouse is run on, you know, sweat. It's a brutal place to work. And the people I know that I have a nephew that works there that is working 65, 70 hours a week all the time.
Yeah.
There isn't like a time where he's not working 60 hours a week.
Right.
There's not a slow season. And, you know, even if there is a slow season, then they cut your hours down to 22 hours a week.
Right.
You know?
The thing I remember most about the union is that they took dues money out of my paycheck before I ever saw it. Just like taxes.
Okay.
Believe me, joining a...
Taxes!
So, what if you... Let me ask you this, Brian. This is the impossible question, because I think, you know, that's good. What if you had to pay $20 per paycheck... But instead of getting minimum wage, you got $15 an hour.
Yeah, they don't bring that up. That is a good point. Yeah, I'll pay that. I'll pay the $20 per paycheck for the $15 an hour. You know?
I'll pay 10% of all of my wages like it's the goddamn church if I can have a good healthcare plan with teeth and eyeballs included.
I just want more money, and I don't care how it gets to me. So if the union is taking the money out of my account before I get it and I still have money, I'm happy.
More money than if you don't have the union.
Yes.
They can do whatever magic they do.
Yeah, I don't care.
Making $1,000, if I was making $400 a week here, and now I'm making $600, but it was actually $700, and they took $100, fine with me.
Yep. Absolutely. And even if I'm making the same amount, but I have benefits and a lunch...
Yeah.
And I'm allowed to sit down at work and stuff like that, I'll fucking take that 100% of the time too. A union is value added no matter how you slice it. No matter how it's cut, a union is 100% good.
The union isn't something I ever want to do again.
Oh.
Here you can get ahead based on your own performance. It's one of the main reasons I chose this company.
Cutthroats.
I'm in control of my own career. With the union, you put that control into someone else's hands.
What does that even mean? Like, how do you put that control in somebody else's hands?
Seniority and stuff like that.
Okay, they do seniority. I have a feeling that stuff's going to start to go by the wayside as things get older. But seniority is also good.
Yeah, and I think that the only way to get ahead at Walmart is to just dedicate your life to them.
Yes. You have to be somebody...
You don't get time off if you're going to be successful at these corporations, the Walmarts.
You have to be willing to put the vest on at a moment's notice.
Yes.
You have to be ready to fucking go.
Yeah.
You know? You got to have 1,000 smiley faces on it. You have to, like, have Walmart memorabilia at your house hanging on the walls in your house. You have to love and live for the place. You have to drive a Walmart blue car.
Yep.
In order to move ahead. That is the type of people that move ahead. And I'm going to tell you fucking the truth, dude. My stepdad worked there, and he was all about Walmart. This guy fucking
lived it.
He lived the Walmart life, and he talked about Walmart. He did all of his shopping at Walmart. He did the stock plan. He did everything. And he ended up getting fired on some bullshit that, like, I don't remember what it was. Right. But he wasn't stealing or anything like that. It was just it was a mix up, I think, with the drawer, and he was just a cashier. The guy never moved up, never became a manager, never got anywhere. He just stayed at the cash register.
Yeah, that's what it always is. It ends up being
someone who might
some fucking minor infraction, and then you're out the door. You live for them, you dedicate your life to them, and then you fuck up one time, and then they're like, I'm sorry, but Walmart people don't do that. You don't work here anymore. And you're like, what the fuck? I thought we were family.
Yeah.
Might be motivated by something a little more important to them than your career advancement.
What?
You see, unions get almost all of their money from monthly dues, initiation fees, and assessments against members. Because union membership has dropped over the years to less than 8% of private employers, unions are fighting to survive. And with the size and scale of our company, you can understand their interest in Walmart. It is a business.
That's great.
This is a smooth. I gotta say, like,
They know what they're doing.
this little piece right here is because people do just think about money. Like that's the kind of thing. Like that is the kind of thing. Like a person that's not very smart would be like, you know, that's how business works, though.
Right. This day and age, I don't want to be in the 8% of people that have representation that gets them more money and benefits. That's not where the world's at.
I mean, you can see yourself sitting down and saying, like, you know, if they get in at Walmart, then unions are back, baby. You know?
They want to make money. They're all about the money, just like everybody else, you know?
Yep.
They want to get into the biggest, the baddest, the best employer, the one that I want to put $32 a week into in my investments.
And where does Walmart stand on all of this? Our philosophy is simple. We are pro-associate. Here, all associates are free to talk openly with their leaders. I'm completely comfortable sharing my ideas and concerns with my leaders.
Really?
No, you're not.
Yeah, y'all are protected.
Yeah.
Y'all are so protected. You're just, they will always be lied to. The thing about the positions of power is that everyone is always lying to you.
Yes, they have to know that. In the back of their mind?
I don't think they do. I think the best people in power, the best managers, the best people in control, I think flip themselves in a way and believe that they can start to understand the positions of the people that are lower than them. And I think you fool yourself. I think you play yourself when you do that. I think that's what they're doing.
I think that they probably think that they're being lied to a lot. Like they are. Do you think that the people up at the top of Walmart think like they think everybody respects them? Like that all the employees, when Jim, the regional manager, comes rolling in, do they think that the employees respect him, or that the employees are just kind of afraid of him because he can fire you on the spot?
Yeah, I think probably closer to that. I think they just know that they wield some sort of power. I mean, that's how you get, little minor fiefdoms that way with those type of people.
Yeah.
And I know that they really...
I think that more just the messaging of what the average employee is dealing with is just not in... you can't expect... I don't want to fantasy book this, but you would just say, hey, you're struggling. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
If I was in charge of this video, what I would just start out and say, hey, you're struggling. And we need to figure out how to get you out of Walmart.
Yeah.
or I would just say a union is probably a good idea, because unless you put a knife to our throats, we're not going to give you anything.
Yeah.
We're making everything here, and you got to come at us. You got to get together and be like a raiding mob of people that just pin us down and make us do the right thing, because otherwise we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
Yeah, I do like the idea of this video just being like, look, maybe Walmart's not for you if you need more money or if you need some benefits. You're fucking struggling. We know it.
It would be if they were just like, we respect unions and people's rights, but we abuse our employees. People that work in Walmart are ones that don't like themselves. That's what we want.
Yeah.
We want people that just accept our abuse.
Instead, they try to trick you into coming in, then they try to trick you into coming in with all this nice language like this.
Really listen to what I have to say.
Okay.
By using the open door process, I'm encouraged to speak for myself. I speak on my own behalf. And frankly, I don't think Walmart associates should have to have someone to speak for them. It's just not that kind of place.
That's not what it is, though. I know that this is bad faith. You know, it's supposed to be bad faith. But that's the other thing that's frustrating to me is that, like, a lot of HR people really believe that part.
I think you do have to tell yourself that. I mean, I know I lie to myself about how other people think. It's a part of just being alive and having, like, an ego. But they also, I think, just straw man. You have to straw man everything.
Yeah.
You just have to think that everybody isn't thinking about it properly or hasn't thought it all the way through or don't understand what's really going on here.
Yeah.
If they just reframe their mindset, then that'll make more sense.
True.
But Walmart understands that not every workplace is like Walmart. That's why our company doesn't criticize people who belong or have belonged to labor unions. We know that many associates belong to unions in former jobs. At some companies,
They're like, we hire ex-gang members. Those of you that paid monthly dues to outfits that pressured, big business leaders and blew up cars, those of you that have a history of fighting the police and throwing Molotov cocktails, we'll gladly accept you into our ranks. We don't judge former gang members.
employees have no choice and have to join a union just to keep their jobs. And we understand that.
Oh, that's what they're saying.
You know what? Have you seen Oz? You know that a lot of white people don't want to be Aryan, They don't want to join the Aryan Cowboys. They don't want to join the Aryan Cowboys. But you have to when you're in prison. Walmart is like, is kind of like that,
It's accepting, actually. Walmart's accepting when you get out, we realize that you had to join the Aryan Brotherhood in order to get along in prison. And so we accept you even if you have been a part of the Aryan Brotherhood. Now, union places, they don't accept you.
Right.
They won't accept an Aryan.
No, they have rules. They have too many rules. They don't have an open door policy where you can come in and talk about your IWW Aryan tattoos.
Also know that most union members shop in our stores and clubs nationwide. I talk to them all the time, and I hear them complain about their jobs and their union representatives.
I don't know, man. I think...
Don't you talk to people at Walmart, too? Because I've heard them complain about their jobs.
I think everybody with a job complains.
Yes.
But these people are complaining while they have a lot more representation than your Walmart employee does.
True.
I can tell you that every job has its ups and downs, and a union can't change that fact.
I look at it this way.
Okay.
What we have here, I'm not willing to trade it for a union that doesn't know anything about me or my goals.
Do the numbers. Can somebody come in and just do the numbers? They're like, you got to pay $25 a month, and you know what? It sucks, but there's going to be a private lodge for you to go and get well liquor for $1 a shot. Sorry, that's what it's going towards. Your pay's going to get doubled, but you got to pay $25 a week for that.
Yeah.
You're going to get vision and dental, but at what cost? Are you willing to take another deduction on your paycheck?
You get
just
an hour lunch.
Well shots?
I mean, are you
at the
really... They're going to take $25 out of your paycheck every week, or every month. Are you really willing to do that just to get 2 weeks of vacation every year? Is that something you want to do?
I mean... You go, you fill out your grievance paperwork. You feel like we mistreated you. And we don't even get to talk about it. You don't even come in and hear about Carla's vacation anymore. You're just filling out paperwork that felt you were wrong, and then you get retribution. Is that the kind of relationship you want? I want you over here. I want to give you a noogie. I want you in my office. I want you to feel bad whenever you ask about, the way things are run, because you're not paid to think.
Yeah.
Today, if I have an idea or concern, I speak directly with my supervisor. And I'd much rather deal with things that way.
No, you don't want to do that.
It's the only person... Yeah, you can't say shit to your supervisor.
And how many ideas have you had that actually ended up being thrown into practice?
Your supervisor will punch themselves in the eye and blame it on you. Yeah. You're fucked. Anything they say goes.
That's true. Yeah.
Anything they say goes.
Your concerns don't matter.
No.
At all. Period.
One-on-one.
When the union begins to push their agenda, Union organizers ask
What's the agenda again, lady? What are you saying?
When they begin to push their agenda.
They start saying, oh, we deserve more money. Oh, we deserve health care.
Yeah.
For $25 a week? I'd rather have HBO Max. Have you seen what's on that?
Flight attendant, search party. It's all this stuff, man.
authorization
At
cards or
TV.
petitions. Union organizers might say that giving them your name and address doesn't mean much. They might tell you that it's just a simple way for you to get more information about the union. Or they might even promise you things like free health care or wage increases just to get your interest. It's not hard to imagine how far a union organizer might go to get you to sign their card.
That's what they're trying to do, though.
These filthy scumbags, they're making $50,000 a year trying to get you health care.
Yeah.
Trying to get you days off. Trying to get you vision coverage. Trying to get you more per hour. Sickening individuals that are just on the dole.
We would never promise you shit, okay? Shit.
They're just all lies. They want to be your friends. They're like, oh, we're going to fight for you. We're going to get you better stuff. We would never say that. We're not going to fight for you.
We're not going to give you anything that we're not already giving you.
No. We don't care about you. They're paid to care about you. We paid to not care about you.
Don't be fooled. Your signature is very valuable.
She's right. Your signature on an authorization card or petition is actually a legal document that can be used to bring in a union.
Okay.
If a union gets enough signatures,
that scares
you may never even have a chance to vote. What your signature really means is that you give the union the right to act for you and make decisions for you on workplace issues. Whether
They don't get to... I want to hear these.
you agree with them or not.
Oh.
And once you give them your signature, you may never be able to get it back if you change your mind.
What? In the end, what are these issues that they're getting in front of you for? Like, it's like the way he says, like, you won't be able to stick up to the union. It's like, I'm like, no, don't give me more money, please.
Yeah, he's like a friend that has you come over to their house and let you smoke all the weed you want. They get you real fucking high. Then they start saying, let's bust some legal documents out. Let's start putting pen to paper. And all of a sudden, you don't know what's happening. You wake up the next day, you got health care. You got representation. All of a sudden, you can't go hang out with Carla in the HR department anymore. She's the enemy. Things don't look the same anymore.
They don't look the same anymore.
Walmart can't tell you what to do. Whether
They do.
you give someone
Walmart only tells you what to do all the time. Every minute of your life revolves around what Walmart will do to you.
signature is always your decision to make.
That's true.
But you need to know how serious it is.
Okay.
It's hard to think that one little signature can be so important. But
I
in
like
today's
this.
world,
I like this argument where it's like, hey, you know, talking about unions, that's a fun time, but legal documents, I don't know. I don't have a lawyer fee. I'm not making enough for a lawyer. I can't sign a lawyer. Is this like, do I need to get my wife to co-sign for this? Is this a car note?
Meanwhile, at the beginning of your employment, all you do is sign legal document after legal document,
Piles of them.
signing shit away for them.
Yeah, and they just do this. They just take their pen and they go, that one just says like no mediation. Just sign it.
They do. I love that part of it. I wish I could go through that. That one's just, we won't call you a bad name.
Well, I X'd this one out because, you know, that got changed in 2017 due to Ford v. California. But we still use the same. We printed up the forms, so we got to use them.
your signature means a lot. To be honest, I don't like handing my signature over to anyone. Much less to unions who seem to be spending so much time trying to hurt my company. My signature
These damn unions, they take your signature, they robo-sign loans in your name. All of a sudden, you're identity thefted. It's a big business. That's how they make all their money.
I do like this.
Robo-signing.
I do like this freaking out about signatures thing.
Legality.
Yeah, that scares people.
Legal document? I don't know. Pen to paper? That seems a little too intimate.
You know, when you sign a check, that's official.
That's a legal tender.
Yeah. So you don't want to just sign things.
This pamphlet that some guy at work handed to you, do you want to turn that into a legal document? Do you want the power of God?
Have you seen these guys that are handing you these things? I mean, come on.
Valuable for that. And so is yours. We've got a great thing going here. Great benefits, job security, career opportunities.
And don't fuck it up.
Abundant. Just the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, that's what people have been saying about Walmart forever.
Gary, take a look around. Everybody around you is having fun, living a joyful life. Why would we ever let these gang members come and bust up all the fun?
Bust up all the fun.
If they guarantee insurance, we wouldn't be able to do fundraisers for cancer anymore.
That's true. No more GoFundMes. We can't have a dunk tank.
Lymphoma. Yeah, we won't get to do the dunk tank. It's just going to rot. It's going to rust in the back. We don't have to raise money for any of our employees anymore.
No more employee carnivals. If everybody has health care, what happened to all that?
These people are no fun. You know? They're getting paid to just come in here and stop all of our fun.
You think you're going to get a pizza party?
Yeah. Oh, they don't like that. They want you to get money. They're like, we'll give them money instead. You know, you don't want money. You want pizza. Like
what are you going to spend the money
pig.
on? What are you going to spend money on? Probably pizza.
Yeah.
You're probably going to spend some of that money on pizza.
We all do.
Yeah. That's where all of our money goes.
It's important to remember signing a union card isn't just about you. You could also be affecting the people who have worked here for years and enjoy Walmart for the same
Holy
reasons
shit.
we do.
Hey, there's a lot of fucking idiots around here that are just fine with it, and now you're going to start getting them to think about deserving more.
Stop being selfish and signing union cards.
They're fine with squalor. What are you going to do? You want to make them demand more? You want to get them involved?
People like me.
And me.
And me.
No, not you.
We've all found a home with Walmart, and we're glad that you've joined the team. Good luck with your new career. And we hope that you never have to deal with a union organizing drive in your facility. But if you do,
God help you. You know, we really hope you don't ever have to go through something like
it's like bed bugs. You just gotta burn everything. You gotta drag everything out of the goddamn Walmart and spray it down. These union people, they get in there, they're like, hey, we deserve days off. And it's like, we'll decide who deserves days off.
Yeah.
You know?
We choose who gives the days off.
Yeah, that's an agreement between us.
Yeah.
Don't let these people muscle their way in for you and start speaking for you when you're just fine being intimidated by HR.
Yeah. Well, that is the show for this week, the final show of 2020.
Yeah.
We love you all, and another year goes by, and I want to thank everybody. I mean, like, seriously, everybody that stayed on the Patreon. It's incredible that you stayed on. You carried me through this year. You put food in my kid's mouth and in my mouth and on my table, and you are incredible. And I want to thank all of the people that worked with us through the year. Tom Sexton. Chris James has been like an MVP. Jesse Farrar and Stephen Heck and John Cullen and all those guys over there. Mike Hale, just wonderful people.
Yeah.
And the Chapo guys as always, and just the struggle session guys, Leslie and Jack.
With them last year, yeah.
Yeah. Kath Barbadoro. And there's so many more people. Just a bunch of we are very lucky to have a scene and a circle that we run in. And Jake Flores, is in there.
We were supposed to do a tour with him in Florida right before this hit in March.
The District Sentinel Sams.
Yes, MVPs too. Yeah, they. This year has been on hold, but we'll get back to it eventually, and in any way that we can. And there's a big universe of people that have made my life easier and have made me laugh and enjoy this year. And all of y'all that we've performed with have been the greatest. And those variety shows were a lot of fun and something amazing to do. And I want to get back to all that stuff eventually. See all the wonderful people that like the show that were, bought tickets for the variety show before we canceled it. But it's on the way, and the Patreon people really keeping this thing afloat. We've been able to help. I mean, I don't want to be. I'm sorry. I'm being like, it's not charity, but like keeping people employed is hard to do. Because they, a lot of our folks have jobs, Jason and Jake and Katie and Rachel and all the people that rely on what we do, and the folks that were able to write stuff for the zine, that's all been able to stay on track. We didn't really suffer any big losses. I mean, honestly, I've been grateful that I haven't had to come with my hat in my hand, like absolutely without an idea of what to do. The rug didn't get pulled out from under us.
Nope.
Because of all the listeners. And that means a lot.
I don't want to forget people, so I'm just saying Alex and Tony from Minion Death Cult.
Absolutely.
Just fucking great people. Terrence
Alex
from
Press.
the Trillbillies. Alex Press has been great.
Carly Hoskins from Thursday's merch department.
Yeah, and if we forgot you, you are we love you, and like it's been a bad year, but we survived the year, and hopefully next year we get back on track, we get back out on the road, we get back to hanging out with our friends and keep building this thing.
Yeah.
And we love you.
I think it'll be bigger. I think it's going to be huge when we come back. So I think that everybody's been pent up. I think that we've had a recorrection. And I hope you're more dedicated, as I am, to changing the world and making a different place. I'm tired of being subjected to the buffoonery that goes on every single day. And, once there's more herd immunity, I think that it'll be time to take care of the problems that are, apparent to everybody. So that's on the way.
All right.
We will see you on Sunday. We're taking calls. We're Street Fight Radio. Peace. Piss fuck.
I don't know how to do this one.
You gotta go over to OBS.